In this lesson plan, this video will discuss the history of the Global Terrorism Database, its characteristics, and some tips and techniques of conducting your research. gTHIRA currently uses the Global Terrorism Database, GTD, because it's an open source database that includes information on terrorist events from around the world since 1970. Unlike many other databases, the gTHIRA GTD includes systemic data on domestic as well as transnational and international terrorist incidents that have occurred during this time period and now includes more than 113,000 cases. The National Consortium for the Study of Terrorism and Responses to Terrorism, also known as START, makes the GTD available. The characteristics of the gTHIRA GTD. It contains information on over 113,000 terrorist attacks. It's currently the most comprehensive unclassified database on terrorist events in the world. It includes information on more than 52,000 bombings, 14,400 assassinations, and 5,600 kidnappings since 1970. It allows the end user to study and filter information relevant to their area of interest. Over 4 million news articles and 25,000 news sources were reviewed to collect incident data from 1998 to 2012 alone. The next portion of this lesson plan is to show you around the database itself, then to actually use the system conducting some example case scenarios. From the dashboard, select the Home button located toward the upper center left of the screen. In many cases, this will activate some hidden features, placing a new Terrorism tab located to the far right of the screen. Select the Terrorism tab once, and another dialog box should appear. This may take a few seconds to load, and when it does, it should look something like the screen you're viewing now. When the database has finished loading, you'll notice that the system will give you the total number within the database. The system will display up to 20 incidents per page, and the amount of pages that are currently viewable. To move from page to page, select any of the numbers or arrow bars. The database has been laid out in such a way that you can search for a particular incident. Search by date, location, city, state, country, group name, attack type, and the target type. You can select the title name, and the entire database will order the content by ascending order or descending order. To look for specific information, select the black filter located near each column name. This will open a dialog box allowing you to choose all or a few within the scope of your search. Select the Enter key, and the database will restack the information as requested. You can always go back and add or hide additional information. The quickest way to clear your work is to select the Terrorism tab again. In this portion of the video, we're going to discuss of a use case scenario for demonstration purposes only. Let's indicate that my area of interest is located in Los Angeles, California, and the type of facility being monitored as a medical laboratory. The employees feel uneasy about receiving messages from animal rights activists which indicate acts of violence being committed to the employees. I first create a risk assessment of the facility, and the system tells me that the threat atmospherics is above normal, but say nothing about potential terrorist attacks within the area. I go to the Terrorism database and begin my search within the Los Angeles area. Because the laboratory is an infrastructure or business, I narrow my search down by selecting Facility Infrastructure as another search option. The amount of terrorist activities narrowed itself down to 19. As a final filtration process, I look through the group names and select the Animal Liberation Front. The research tells me that this group has been active attacking the property of people since 2005, 2007, and 2008. More disturbing, the group targets its victims where they live, throwing smoke grenades, flooding homes, and the burning of the victim's home. By studying this group's techniques, the probability of an attack at their home residence is most likely.